Check us out and follow us on Instagram at not_surprised_media, YouTube at Not Surprised Media, and the X, or Twitter, whatever you want to fucking call it, at NotSurprised_PC. Now, sit back, put those feet up, and listen to the show.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Frank Nasty. Good morning, America. You are listening to the Not Surprised podcast, brought to you by Fleshlight. Just kidding. How is everybody doing on this beautiful day, this Monday? How was your weekend? My weekend was all right. Didn't do nothing much. Went to parties. You know, had to work a little bit, do my things. Been watching this Geins shit, and it's freaking me out. It's freaking me out because I'm not a how you say, motherfucker? I'm not a scary movie guy, and this shit's freaking me out. But the way he talks, I can't help but like it. I want to talk like that, like this.
I'd like to talk to Mother. Mother! Oh, I was here with Mother.
Oh,
I gotta check on Mother. Mother always says you shouldn't fornicate less than you're trying to make a little one. Hello, Mother. Yes, Mother. Mother doesn't want to make a mess. You upset Mother! Would you like to talk to Mother?
So this dude is how you say, a little crazy. This is obviously, it's a true story, right? But when I'm watching, I'm only on like the second or third episode. When I'm watching the show, you could see that he might have been like a little awkward and shit. But it's definitely his mom's fault. She was a little bit of a religious psychopath, which turned him into a fucking crazy monster. And that's why you have the Netflix episode. And that's why you have, or you had a serial killer running around. But either way, I believe it's her fault. Yeah, it was fucking freaking me out, this show. What else do I want to talk? I want to talk about that. I'm going to talk about maybe some Jeffery Dahmers, maybe some Connecticut fucking serial killers. Let's go down the list. And also, we have some Mercedes updates that I'll get into. I don't know if there's anything really super important. Yes, let me go through my sheets here. Let's see what we got. Fucking Bad Bunny's an asshole. We got that. Shitty kid names. I don't know what I'm going to do, but either way. Oh, yeah. But before I start this, I want to give a shout out to all the fucking shitty bus drivers out there, especially the school bus drivers, that decide to cut you off and block 2 lanes of traffic so they can make a right. I honestly, truly believe that the bus drivers are pretty much on the same level of Geins, however you want to say it. They're on the same mental level. They have to be. They're fucking stupid. They drive me up the wall. Even the fucking city bus drivers. I've said this before, but it's like they're off the hook. They don't give a fuck. But one day, maybe they'll smash my car and I could sue and make millions of dollars and move to Key West. Doubt it's going to happen. But anyway, so the Geins movie. I think the first thing that stuck out was his voice. That shit was freaking me the fuck is out. So Edward Geins was, let me read this. He was a Wisconsin murderer, grave robber, and body snatcher whose horrific crimes whose horrific crimes in the 1950s inspired some of history's most famous horror films. Damn. Let's see. When was he When was he born? Born to be alive. August 27th, 1906. And he died July 1984. Damn. So in the 50s, he was fucking, well, probably before that, fucking killing people. That's, right in the barn and shit. Let's see. Born in 1906, his troubled childhood, and deteriorating mental state led to his shocking acts. I'm pretty sure it's his mom's fault for that. He probably would have been all right if, his mom wasn't fucking crazy. The 1957 discovery of the House of Horrors at his farms cemented his legacy as one of America's most notorious criminals. That shit was dope. So let's say the early life and family of Ed. He had a troubled upbringing. Born Edward Theodore Gein in La Costa Nostra, Wisconsin. He grew up with an alcoholic, abusive father and a fanatically religious and domineering mother, Augusta. His mother instilled him a fear of women and sex and isolated him from the outside world on their farm, which in Plainfield, which turned him into a fucking weirdo and caused him to be so socially awkward. Like some of these kids are going to be, when they get older, they're going to be socially awkward because they never go outside. They just play on their fucking phone. Maybe if he had a phone, he wouldn't be so awkward. But who the fuck knows? Following his father's death in 1940s, Ed's older brother, Henry, died under mysterious circumstances in 1944 during a fire. While officially ruled an accident, some have speculated that Ed was involved. So in the show, spoiler alert, in the show, in the first couple episodes, he fucking beats the shit out of his brother with a fucking log in the barn because the brother was like, hey, you gotta get away from mom. You gotta get the fuck out of here. She's fucking nuts. And you're going down a fucking whirlwind shithole. Let's see, the mother's death. In 1945, Augusta died of health complications, leaving Gein alone and emotionally devastated. This triggered a rapid deterioration of his mental health. I wonder if they would have did a lobotomy back then. Who knows? Grave robbing. He started in 1947. He began digging up graves of recently buried middle-aged women who resembled his mother. He exhumed at least 9 bodies. 9 times. 9 bodies from local cemeteries. There's actually, let me see if I can find it. He was actually, so he's buried with his mother and all this bullshit and his son, not his son, his brother and father and whatever. Like they're buried in a row. So across from him, like fucking maybe 20 feet, is a female. Let's see. I forget her name. But it was a female that as soon as she was buried, prior to his death, obviously, as soon as she was buried, he went over there and dug her up. And then, mutilated her and turned her into a fucking lampshade or whatever the fuck he did. But actually, if you were to go and find his grave, across from it, you'll see the female that he first dug up, which is kind of fucked up. Homeboy's like right next to her, like neighbors, grave neighbors. That's fucking crazy. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Gein was confirmed to have killed 2 women that they know of. A tavern owner who disappeared in 1954. And then a hardware store owner who vanished in November 1957. After Bernice Warden's disappearance, her son Frank, a deputy, grew suspicious of Gein. When police searched Gein's farmhouse, they found the gruesome scene of Warden's mutilated body along with human remains taken from graves. I wonder if he got his ass beat. Like when they found him, if the deputy or other deputies beat the shit out of this motherfucker. I wonder if they did. You would have thought they would have. Back then, shit, 1957, they were smashing motherfuckers. Fucking late 80s, early 90s, they were smashing people. Okay, let's see. In Gein's house, investigators discovered a collection of human remains, which he had used to create various items. He made a bowl. He was eating out of a top of a skull, which was a bowl. I'm sure Caveman did that shit before, so you're not anything new, buddy. But either way. He did that. He had chairs upholstered. I wonder if they still have them, of human skin. I wonder if they still have them. Didn't another motherfucker make lampshades? I wonder if it was the Hannibal guy. I forget what movie that's from. Masks made from human faces. I think that was Hannibal, too. A vest, a woman's suit made of from a woman's torso and leggings. Psychiatric evaluation after his arrest. Gein confessed to the murders of Hogan and Warden. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and found mentally incompetent to stand trial. In 1968, he was found guilty of murder, but was ruled not guilty by reason of insanity. No shit. I wonder what. Yeah, he was sent to a state hospital in Wisconsin, where he remained for the rest of his life. So some people say that, oh, I'm just going to plead insanity and get away with shit. Well, besides the fucking shitbag who murdered a young child, stabbed him in the face. Besides him, he's getting out, but after serving 10 years, he's a piece of shit. But usually you're fucking in the hospital for life. They're not just going to let you go because you're fucking crazy. You got to stay there. Gein died of cancer-related complications in 1984 at age 77. He was a model patient in the health institution. Yeah, because he was fucking drugged up like a motherfucker. Some of the movies, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Silence of the Lambs, and now obviously this. So that was fucking gross. But either way, I'm still watching it. I'm only on like I said, 2 or 3 fucking episodes. Let's see. And then that got me looking into fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. I want to see if I could find anything on Ed Geins. Mother, hold on. Where's the cemetery thing? Then from there, I went into fucking. There were all these serial killer shits, talking about going through their interviews and how their body language is and how they fucking acted, and they want. It was just fucking. It's fucking crazy. These fucking dudes are nuts, and they love themselves. These motherfuckers, serial killers. They don't kill themselves. If you think about it, the only way they fucking really die is old age or the fucking death chamber. But they love themselves. Ted Bundy, he loved himself. That Gacy guy, they all fucking love themselves. They're fucking, they're psycho. That's what you call psychos. I can't find the video. That's all right. So then I got fucking sucked into this Jeffrey Dahmer shit. And I remember being a young lad. Young lad. I remember laying on the floor and watching the news with my parents and seeing the news reports of them fucking taking out the refrigerators and shit. That was bleh. But I was too young to know what the fuck that was. Let's see. Okay, so Jeffrey Dahmer. So I guess this is part of the police report. Let's see. At about 11:30 on the night of July 22nd, 1991. No, maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe I was a little older, yeah. Milwaukee Police Department patrol units saw a partially clothed man stumbling down the road near an apartment building on North 25th Street. A handcuff could be seen dangling from the wrist. Oh, shit. The young man reported to police that he had been threatened with a knife inside the apartment building, prompting officers to investigate. And the first report on the incident to FBI headquarters indicated that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Whatever the fuck they said. So the first report on the incident to FBI headquarters indicated that police arrested a man named Jeffrey Dahmer at his apartment, where they discovered what could have been the set of a horror movie. Numerous body parts belonging to multiple victims. Numerous body parts. Multiple victims. In serial murder cases, the FBI's role is often to that of providing forensics and other investigative support in an ongoing investigation. That was certainly the case with Dahmer. After analyzing our options regarding jurisdiction, in this case, under federal kidnapping statute, the Bureau offered its laboratory and identification services to local authorities in Milwaukee. Wow. Pretty much just to help identify victims. Investigators began tracing the serial killer's trail across the U.S. and around the world. I didn't know. All around the world. Motherfucker got around. I get around. Behavioral hold on, I got a burp. Behavioral analyst, also known as profilers, participated as well. Let's see. The remains of 11 victims were found in Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment. Evidence recovered there. They're from physical remains to tools used to torture and dismember victims. They were sent to FBI headquarters for forensics analysis. The Bureau ran DNA profiles, conducted chemical, biological, and tool mark analysis. They took photographic and computer examinations, performed other tests, and submitted. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Boring. They also investigated whether Dahmer could be linked to unsolved murders in areas he was known to have lived, including Ohio, Florida, and Germany. Oh, he definitely killed a motherfucker in Germany and Florida and Ohio. Definitely. One of the locations Jeffrey Dahmer was stationed. So he was stationed in Germany when he was an army man. Soon after his arrest, Dahmer confessed to committing more than a dozen murders that included torture, mutilation of his victims, and abuse of their corpses. He was fucking the corpses. He's like, I'm going to fuck you, corpse. I'm going to stick it in ya. And that's what he did. He stuck it in him. Ugh, it's so fucking gross. Ugh. Shit. Well, yeah, he was fucking the dead things. Let's see. In early 1992, prosecutors, armed with evidence provided by the Bureau, began to set forth charges that Dahmer had killed 15 men during the course of his criminal career. He was sentenced to life in prison and extradited to Ohio, where he was convicted of another murder. Damn! Wait, what? Huh? Okay, okay, so they picked up on another murder. 1994, while serving a sentence, Dahmer was... Dahmer. What the fuck? Dahmer was bludgeoned to death by a fellow inmate. I think that fucking dude, he called himself like Jesus or something, or God or something. That motherfucker's like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of you with a broomstick. You ain't fucking me when I'm dead, you jerk. And he killed him. So, let's see. Freedom of Information Act, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so that's it. So, there's a lot of fucking crazy motherfuckers out here. I think I'm going through this crazy, scary movie thing because it's Halloween. I think we're going to try to do a Halloween show next week-ish. We're going to fucking go out in the field and try to get some ghost recordings. Let's see. What else did I want to go for? Oh, let's talk about fucking shitty kid names. We're going to do that later. So Bad Bunny. Okay. Now, I didn't know of and really didn't care for Bad Bunny back in the day. Even now, really don't give a shit. I know who he is now, but I just don't care. Whatever. I thought he was good in the Adam Sandler movie, the golf one. I thought he was pretty good in that. So, and you know, there's guests and co-hosts on the show that love Bad Bunny, and they went to go see him in Puerto Rico. One of my questions to Alexa was, or one of my thoughts was, and whatevs, but I was like, I don't know if it's racist. I wouldn't say that, but it was more of like he had the show in Puerto Rico. From what I understand, I could be fucking full of shit, but he had the show in Puerto Rico, and only Puerto Rican residents were allowed to attend for the first couple shows, give or take, or whatever it is. And I was like, well, what if it happened here in the United States? Everybody would be fucking nuts if Jimmy Buffett said, you know what, fuck it. We're going to have a concert, but it's only United States residents that could attend. People would be fucking losing their fucking shit for that. But, you know, it's Bad Bunny. He could get away with it for whatever reason. So he could get away with it. So I was like, I'm not feeling him for that. It's kind of fucking whatever. It's kind of a shitty thing to do. If you're trying to make statements and shit, then whatever. I kind of lose you with the music thing, or if you're a celebrity doing stuff, I kind of lose you once you get into the political realm. Okay. So if you're trying to make a statement, then you fucking lose me. Gone. And that's what I think he was trying to do with this Puerto Rico thing. For whatever reason, I don't know. But, so I was like, that's fucked up. So then, hold on. Little Chunk's barking. Huh. La 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 la. So then, whatever, left it alone. Didn't really care. Then he's going to be in the Super Bowl now. And doing the halftime which I was like, maybe he'll do some songs that are in English so we can understand what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what he says because he said it's in Spanish. He's like, I don't know what the fuck he says. I have no idea. But I was like, maybe he's gonna do something in fucking in English. I was like, all right, fine, cool, whatevs, don't care. I'm not really a big NFL guy or a sports guy in general, but I'll turn that on and listen to the halftime show and watch the stupid commercials, which have been sucking lately. They kind of suck. So anyway, what was I gonna say? So then I guess people were in an uproar. They're like, dude, what the fuck? Why don't we have some country singer? It's American fucking, it's American sport, blah, blah, blah. Let's have some American artists in there, blah, blah, blah. Instead of having fucking Bad Bunny, which I get that argument too. You know? But I was like, it's not really that big of a fucking deal. As long as he's going to sing some of his songs in English, we could understand it and it'd be cool. Whatever, do your thing. But no. Then this motherfucker, Bad Bunny, says, you have 4 months or so to learn Spanish. I'm like, you fucking jerk. You fucking asshole. That's when I was like, dude, fuck this dude. He's a dick. Fuck it. I know, hey, you guys are going to be upset. Lefty's going to be upset. Alexa's going to be upset. I think one of the biggest fans we have here is Juicy, a.k.a. Charlie Mike. That dude's always bumping Bad Bunny. But either way, yeah, so I was like, fuck this dude with his stupid fucking, you better learn English. Go fuck yourself. How about this? I ain't going to watch. Not going to watch. And I heard there's people, there's fans protesting it, but they're going to keep him in there. But, what's his name? Charlie Kirk. His, what is it, America's First or Turning Point USA is awesome. I'm going to tell you why. So they're going to combat this asshole with doing their own halftime show, which I think is bad fucking ass, and I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch the Turning Point show for the halftime and fuck Bad Bunny. You're a cocksucking jerk. That's just my, it's just how I feel. So yeah, I think he's fucked. Like, for people like me that really didn't give a fuck, they were like, whatever, Bad Bunny's going to do the fucking halftime show. But with those comments he said, and I'm like, dude, fuck you. I don't want to listen to your fucking stupid ass walking around in your fucking stupid dresses and shit, looking like a fucking retard. So that's, so fuck him. I can't wait till Turning Point does their halftime show and fucking blows fucking whatchamacallit out of the water. Their halftime show. The NFL's halftime show, which I believe they will. They're going to lose a lot of fucking... NFL's going to lose a lot of viewers from Turning Point. I honestly, truly believe this. But, he's going crazy. Is that my Amazon delivery? So anyway, yeah, so fuck him. Fuck Bad Bunny. I don't like him. Lefty's going to be pissed. Juicy and Alexa. They're going to hate me for it, but whatever. They know I love them. Going to Florida, and I cannot wait. I'm going to the Key West. It's going to be glorious. What was I going to say? Yeah, so we're going. It's going to be great. Got some flights all booked. Got the hotel all booked. I got to fucking shave my body, lose some weight. I'm a hairy fucking bushman right now. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm definitely not looking forward to the airport. I hate going to the airport. I mean, I love to go because I know I'm going somewhere fun. I hate going because of the dumb fucks who just, you're walking down the hall. Everybody knows this, and I've said this before. You're walking down the hall, motherfuckers just stop out of nowhere with their stupid fuck luggage, looking at their fucking phone or looking at whatever sign or just whatever. They just fucking stop. I think their brain shuts the fuck off and they forget how to walk. I hate it. I'm like this. If somebody stops in front of me and I'm walking, I'm like, move, 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 move. I fucking hate it. Why the fuck? Do me a fucking favor, please, guys and girls. Treat the hallway of the airport like it's a highway. You know? If you have to stop or whatever, you pull over. You look behind you, you make sure a lane is clear, and you walk to the side and hug the wall. This way, when people that have to get to their gate or they just want to walk by, they don't have to fucking swerve around your fucking dumb shit fuck ass and say, move, 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 move. And then when you say move, 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 they look at you like you're the fucking asshole. Well, it's not their fault that they're stupid. So I'm not looking forward to that. I don't know what I'm going to bring, though. What should I bring, guys and girls? Am I bringing a suitcase or am I bringing a backpack full of thongs, man thongs? I don't know. But, oh, well. That's going to be fun. I can't wait. What else happened? Oh, ooh. So I've talked about the Mercedes debacle a few times and how it keeps getting fucked up. So we brought it in. It's past warranty, but the issue happened when it was under warranty. And it kept stuttering, then it shut off and said the car told us it was unsafe to drive, and then it just stopped fucking working. It would just stop. So we brought it in. They're like, we can't. Let me try to do a voice. We can't figure out the problem. It's a firmware problem that Mother said, and Mother said to put this patch in, and it should fix the problem that. It's probably from Germany. So this should fix the problem, Mother said. And I'm like, okay, fine, cool. Sounds awesome. Gives the car back. We got the car back. Then as we're driving the car, a month or two down the road, now the fucking warranty's up. It's great. Now we go. It's driving, and it feels like if you had a carburation in the car. The carburation. And you got bad fucking gas. That it would like it would fucking do some weird shit. Then it started doing that, and we called them back and told them. They checked on it. Oh, it didn't happen to us. It didn't happen to us. Mother said to take it for a drive around the block, and I did that, and you shouldn't fornicate unless you're trying to make a little one. So that's pretty much what the fucking texts sound like. Then we get it back and they're like, we did another firmware update. Everything's going to be cool. Get this motherfucker back. Get it back. Whipping around town. Digatron is in the middle of a fucking super duper busy intersection. And what does the car say? Hello. This is too dangerous to drive. I'm going to shut off and stop moving. What the fuck? So then we send it back. We tell the tech what happened. And then the tech said, or somebody said from there, I don't know if it's tech, but a staff member says, it looks like the firmware that mother told us to put in fucked everything up really bad. Really bad. It messed up the other firmware, and mother says that the car is a piece of shit. And also, that's why people lease these cars for about 3 years, because they die off. So now I have a $60,000 paperweight, which I understand is cheap for a Mercedes, but still. So now they have it, and they give us some other fucking shit box. Then the guy calls us back. I tried to replicate the problem, and I took mother to Chick-fil-A. I drove the car many miles, and I could not replicate the issue. And I'm like, stop! Put the brakes! Put the brakes! Fuckface! So now he's talking to Digatron. I'm like, give me the fucking phone. I'm done with this asshole. Then I says, pump the brakes, Dick. Excuse me? Yes. I don't care if you don't replicate it. I'm not going to drop a car off and drive your other fucking piece of shit and have to go back and forth on the fucking phone and ruin my day off fucking with you if the problem's never happened. So just fix the fucking problem. That's it. Fix it. If you can't fix it, do something. Buy this fucking piece of shit off me and then put me in something else. But I don't think I'm going Mercedes again. That's crazy because this is nuts. Somebody I know has the S600 and did the same shit. So I don't know if it's definitely got to be a firmware shit, but come on. Jesus Christ. So then I said, well, what I'm going to do is if it's not fixed, and you force me to pick up this car, I got no choice but to do it. And I did say I appreciated that they were going through it, but it seems like they're trying to back out and say, well, we can't replicate the problem with even taking mother to the hospital for her checkups and going to the market. They're just trying to say, oh, we can't replicate it, so, take your shit. So I was like, well, what I will do when I get there, I'm going to put a sign on the back of the window saying where I bought it, how much I paid, who I bought it from, and the problems I've had. And if anybody would like to discuss it, they could beep the horn and I'll pull over and talk to them. Which might be kind of dangerous, but maybe I'll just say, hey, I'll start an Instagram page. Not Surprised podcast page. That's what I'll do. I already have that. So I'm going to put that over there with a little QR code and they could DM me about it. And then the guy's like, I don't think that's pretty fair. I don't think that's fair at all. Why would you do that to us? I said, well, if it's not fixed and you're trying to back out, that's what I would do. It's not automatic, but that's what I'll do. And then as I'm talking, he wants to talk. And I'm trying to say something. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I got to say, well, what about, and I was like, shut the fuck up. That's it. I had to fucking go fucking bear on him. I was yelling at the bear again. And then he chuckles like he wanted to say something fucking smart. And he finally agreed to keep the car. I said, well, call me back in a couple days because I'm not coming back and getting this car. How about this? You keep that fucking thing and I'll keep the loaner, even though I don't like it. So beware when you're buying any luxury vehicle. I would check the firmware reports and all this other shit and see if there's any disputes or negative reports on that. Because the motor and everything is beautiful. The inside's nice. Everything's beautiful. The fucking thing says, you know what? I don't want to drive. It's dangerous. And that's kind of fucking dangerous because what if it's on a highway? then what the fuck we're gonna do? Oh, fuck. You know what I forgot to talk about? Let's see. Oh, prominent killers and murder cases in Connecticut. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I know it. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. But either way, prominent killers and murder cases in Connecticut history include, I almost said silverware. Serial killers William Devin Howell. William Devin Howell. I don't remember that motherfucker. And Michael Bruce Ross. There we go. That's who those fucking cocksuckers are. The widely publicized Cheshire home invasion murders and poisoning crimes of Amy Archer Gilligan. Duh! This fucking cocksucker. Okay, so they only have a few, so we'll just run through this little list. Fuck it, why not? Fuck it! Okay. William Devin Howell, the Sick Ripper. These are all Connecticut, I assume. That's what they're saying. William Devin Howell, the Sick Ripper. Howell is considered one of Connecticut's most prolific serial killers, having murdered 7 people in 2003. He disposed of his victims and remains behind a strip mall in New Britain, an area he chillingly called his garden. He was sentenced to 6 consecutive life terms in 2017. It's crazy. You could walk anywhere in Connecticut and you had no idea that there's a fucking serial killer burying remains and doing shit and fucking killing people. It's crazy. I wonder how many people drove past this motherfucker while he's burying or killing people. Crazy! Michael Bruce Ross, the roadside strangler. In the early 1980s, Ross killed at least 8 women in Connecticut and New York. He was the last person executed by the state of Connecticut in 2005 before capital punishment was outlawed. Damn. See, you got to look these up. Joseph Toborski, Mad Dog. In the 1950s, he murdered at least 7 people in Connecticut. He was executed by electric chair in 1960. Connecticut? Where was the electric chair? Wonder if they still got that motherfucker. They should show people. Like a little haunted house hayride thing. Emmanuel Lovell Webb, the East End Killer. Webb was convicted of murdering 3 women in Bridgeport in the 1990s and is believed to have killed a 4th. He was sentenced to 60 years in prison in 2008. Damn. East End Killer. I don't remember that guy. I don't remember. Amy Archer Gilligan. From the late 1800s to the 1900s, Gilligan was a nursing home owner who poisoned at least 5 people, including her husband. Damn, fucking crazy bitch. Notorious murders. Cheshire home invasion, 2007. Stephen Hayes, piece of shit, and Joshua Komisarveski, whatever the fuck he is, broke into a Pettit family home in Cheshire, killed Jennifer Hawk Pettit and her 2 daughters, Haley and Michelia. All right, can't pronounce it. And set the house on fire. The case drew significant media attention and influenced the state's eventual repeal of the death penalty. Those motherfuckers still alive. I think they're actually in Cheshire. Correctional facility. The murder of Jacqueline. Oh, shit. Damn, that's in here now. Holy moly. Damn, that's crazy. So I'm going through this, and I'm looking at notorious murders, and there's an incident that just happened. And it's in here. Wow, okay. The murder of Jacqueline Torres Garcia, 2024. In October 2025, relatives were charged in connection with the 2024 murder of 12-year-old Jacqueline Torres Garcia in Farmington. Her remains were later found in a container behind an abandoned home in New Britain. Damn, that's in there already? That just happened. Wow. The murder of James McGrath. Young teenager acquitted. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. So this is another one. Yeah, but these are... I don't know why these are in here. I'm talking about like the scary ones, like serial killer ones. But this is the Shelton teenager was acquitted of murder in the fatal stabbing of 17-year-old James McGrath at a house party. I watched that whole fucking trial. And that... It's all fucked up. Because, first of all, they're kids going at each other. For stupid... They fight. High school kids fight. They go back and forth. They don't know the ramifications of things that are going to happen to them, you know. They don't know what the fighting could lead to. They just feel, hey, somebody's going to get lumped up, call it a day. Tomorrow we'll go to fucking Duchess. Who knows, right? So, I don't know. I can't remember the exact specifics, but he was at this party. There were people over there that didn't like him or he didn't like. Then they leave the party. They start texting back and forth through some group chat, whatever. He's like, fuck them. I'm going over there to talk to him about or confront them. You know, kids confront each other, being stupid. His friend hands him a knife. The knife was in his pocket. He didn't have it in his hand, from what I was told. Then they started, I guess, he was getting his ass handed to him, I think, by a group of kids. So when he was being jumped, he took the knife out of his pocket and started swinging the blade around. Subsequently, killing Mr. McGrath, which is terrible, terrible fucking thing. And then there was other teenagers that were there that had knife wounds to their legs, which would indicate that he was on the ground with the knife. They were kicking him or doing something, standing over him at least, and as he's wildly swinging this knife, he injured a few people in there, caused some leg injury, which kind of makes sense. So that kind of, and there's another thing too. So when the police come, nobody else gets arrested. The other kids don't get arrested for jumping them. And I'm not taking sides here. I'm just saying, an outsider looking in. Nobody else gets arrested for jumping this kid. Yet he gets arrested for killing somebody, which, okay, you're going to arrest him. I understand the arrest for the killing part. I get it. And then take it to court, and he was found not guilty. Fine, get it. But what about the other kids? For jumping him and lumping him up and then lumping up his friend too. You can't fucking pick and choose who you're going to arrest. You do have discretion, but in an incident like that, most of the time, as many people as possible are going. Or at least warrants are going to happen. So, he was acquitted, but I could see why. And I could see the self-defense claim-ish. Kinda. You can't go start a fucking fight. Start fighting somebody. They beat your ass and you kill them. And then claim self-defense. You can claim whatever the fuck you want, but I don't think it's going to work out. You see what I'm saying? Self-defense is like, hey, I'm standing by my car. Some dude tries to take my car. Then he pulls a gun at me. I pull a gun back out and kill him. That's just a quick fucking thing. That would be self-defense. That's an easy one. But this one, I don't know. The self-defense, it would be like maybe a certain percentage of it. It depends on, I don't know how his actions were when he showed up. Was he like, fuck you guys, let's fight, and start pushing people? Or did he get there and he's like, dude, what the fuck? And then somebody pushes him, they knock him to the ground, they start fucking him up, and then he starts stabbing people while he's on the ground. I don't know how it worked out. So they put whatever doubt into the jury's head, and they said, fuck it, we can't convict this kid of murder, knowing all the facts or whatever they found out. So that was it. It's kind of sad. It's very sad. Very, very sad. All right. So stay tuned for next week. We're definitely going to try to get we're going to try to go somewhere scary. It might be my backyard. We don't know. It depends. I'm trying to fucking orchestrate this awesomeness. But I thank you for listening. Keep it real. Do not sell out. This is your boy, Frank Nasty, signing out. Peace! Yeah!